Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to tell you stop being a soft woman. Stop letting life push you around. Stop waiting for someone to save you. And stop making excuses for not stepping into your power. One of the biggest mistakes a woman can make is waiting for someone else to come along and change her life. Whether it's a romantic partner, a mentor, family support, or some stroke of luck, many women fall into the trap of believing that their breakthrough will come from outside forces. This mindset is dangerous because it places your future in someone else's hands. You need to understand that no one is coming to save you, not your parents, not your friends, not a knight in shining armor. The longer you wait for someone to hand you an opportunity or lift you out of your struggles, the more time you waste. Every second spent hoping for external help is a second you could have used to build yourself up, to learn, to improve, and to take control of your own destiny. Strong women do not wait, they act. They take charge of their lives and create their own opportunities. They educate themselves, develop skills, and seek out ways to become self-sufficient. If you want financial freedom, stop waiting for someone to fund your dreams. Get up, work hard, and make your own money. If you want happiness, stop waiting for someone else to bring it to you. Find it within yourself. If you want success, stop waiting for permission. Go after it without hesitation. Waiting for a rescue also leaves you vulnerable. It puts you in a position where you can be controlled or manipulated by those who offer help. The more dependent you are on others, the easier it is for them to take advantage of you. That's why self-reliance is a form of power. A woman who relies on herself cannot be easily broken, swayed, or controlled. Think about the strong women you admire, whether they are business leaders, athletes, artists, or activists. None of them got where they are by waiting for a hero. They became their own heroes. They fought for their success, made difficult choices, and stood firm in the face of adversity. You must do the same. Instead of waiting for someone to pull you up, start climbing. Instead of hoping for an easier path, develop the strength to walk the tough one. Because the truth is, the only person who can truly change your life is you. Too many women waste precious time and energy seeking approval from others, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, or even strangers on social media. They hesitate to make bold choices, afraid of what people might think. They downplay their successes to avoid making others uncomfortable. They shape their personalities, dreams, and actions based on the opinions of those around them. And for what? For a temporary sense of acceptance. For a few words of praise that fade as quickly as they come. The harsh reality is that no matter what you do, you will never please everyone. There will always be someone who disapproves of your choices. Someone who criticizes you, someone who thinks they know what's best for you. If you live your life constantly chasing validation, you will never truly be free. You will always be a prisoner to other people's expectations. Seeking validation is a weakness because it places your self-worth in someone else's hands. It means you are allowing external opinions to define your value. But your worth is not something to be decided by others. It is something you determine for yourself. You do not need permission to be confident, ambitious, or successful. You do not need approval to chase your dreams, speak your mind, or stand up for yourself. Women who constantly seek validation often shrink themselves. They stay silent when they should speak up. They lower their standards to fit in. They dim their light so others won't feel overshadowed. But here's the truth. The most powerful women are the ones who do not care if their confidence intimidates others. They are the ones who are unapologetic about who they are and what they want. They do not water themselves down to be more likable. They understand that being respected is far more important than being liked. When you stop seeking validation, you start making decisions that are best for you, not for the approval of others. You wear what makes you feel good, not what's trendy. You take the career path that excites you, not the one that pleases your family. You set boundaries even if it makes people uncomfortable. You live authentically without constantly looking over your shoulder for approval. Validation is a trap because it gives people power over you. The moment you stop caring about their opinions, you become untouchable. When you are secure in yourself, no insult can shake you, no criticism can break you, and no rejection can stop you. You become free. One of the biggest reasons women feel drained, disrespected, and unfulfilled is because they fail to set strong boundaries. They say yes when they want to say no. They tolerate disrespect because they don't want to seem rude. They overextend themselves, giving time, energy, and resources to people who take and take without giving anything in return. And then they wonder why they feel exhausted, frustrated, and unappreciated. Let me tell you something, if you do not set boundaries, people will walk all over you. They will take as much as you allow them to take. They will use you, manipulate you, and take advantage of your kindness. That's not because people are inherently bad, it's because human nature pushes limits. If you don't make it clear where your limits are, people will assume there aren't any. Setting boundaries is not about being mean or selfish. It's about protecting your time, energy, and mental well-being. It's about valuing yourself enough to say, I deserve to be treated with respect, and I will not accept anything less. Strong women are not afraid to say no. They do not allow guilt or fear of judgment to dictate their decisions. They understand that setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. When you set boundaries, you teach people how to treat you. If you allow constant disrespect, people will continue to disrespect you. If you answer work emails of the night, your boss will expect you to be available 24/7. If you always drop everything to help others, but never ask for help in return, people will see you as someone who exists to serve them, not as an equal. You have to stop this pattern. You have to make it clear what you will and will not tolerate. And here's the key, setting boundaries is not enough, you must enforce them. If someone crosses the line, you need to call it out. If someone refuses to respect your boundaries, you need to be willing to walk away. Too many women set boundaries but then allow them to be broken because they fear losing people. But what's worse, losing a toxic person or losing your peace of mind? At first, some people won't like your boundaries, especially those who benefited from your lack of them. They may try to guilt trip you, manipulate you, or make you feel like you're doing something wrong. Do not fall for it. Their resistance is proof that your boundaries are necessary. Stand firm. If someone truly respects you, they will respect your boundaries. If they don't belong in your life. You are not here to be a people pleaser. You are not here to be at everyone's beck and call. You are here to live life on your terms, and that starts with setting and enforcing boundaries. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and unexpected difficulties. That is a fact. But the difference between a strong woman and a weak one is how she responds to those challenges. Some women see difficulties as an excuse to give up, while others see them as opportunities to grow. The question is, which one are you? Too many women allow excuses to dictate their lives. I can't start a business because I don't have enough money. I can't go after that promotion because I'm not qualified enough. I can't focus on my goals because I have too many responsibilities. Excuses are comforting because they relieve you of responsibility. They give you a reason to stay in your comfort zone and avoid discomfort. But they also keep you stuck. Every excuse you make is a chain that holds you back from becoming the woman you are meant to be. The truth is, life will never be perfectly set up for your success. You will never have the perfect amount of money, time, or support. The conditions will never be ideal. If you wait for everything to be easy before you take action, you will be waiting forever. Successful women do not wait. They take action despite the challenges. They figure things out along the way. They fail, they learn, and they try again. They do not allow excuses to stop them from making progress. Think about every great woman who has achieved something significant, whether it's in business, sports, activism, or any other field. Do you think their journey was smooth? Do you think they had no struggles, no obstacles, no failures? Of course not. They had every reason to quit just like you do, but they didn't. They pushed forward even when the odds were against them. And that is why they succeeded. The problem with excuses is that they feel valid. It's easy to convince yourself that your circumstances are too difficult to overcome. But if you look around, you will always find women who have been in even worse situations than you and still made it. They had no money, but they started anyway. They had no support, but they believed in themselves. They faced rejection, failure, and setbacks, but they refused to quit. They didn't wait for life to be fair, they fought for what they wanted. You need to start seeing challenges as tests of your strength, not as reasons to back down. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to develop resilience, problem-solving skills, and perseverance. Every challenge you overcome adds to your confidence and inner strength. The harder the journey, the stronger you become. Excuses will keep you in the same place forever, but challenges will push you to grow. So stop looking for reasons why you can't and start asking yourself, how can I? Stop letting obstacles define you and start proving to yourself that you are stronger than anything that stands in your way. Physical strength is important, but mental and emotional strength, that's what truly separates strong women from weak ones. Life will throw challenges, disappointments, and setbacks your way. People will hurt you, betray you, and let you down. Things will not always go as planned. If you lack mental and emotional toughness, you will crumble under pressure. But if you develop resilience, you will be able to handle anything life throws at you without losing yourself in the process. Too many women allow their emotions to control them. They break down over minor inconveniences, take everything personally, and let negative thoughts dictate their actions. They allow rejection to destroy their confidence, criticism to make them doubt themselves, and failures to convince them they are not good enough. This mindset is dangerous because it makes you fragile, it makes you dependent on external validation and approval. It makes you weak in the face of adversity. And if you are weak, the world will eat you alive. Developing mental, emotional strength does not mean ignoring your feelings, it means mastering them. It means learning to process pain without letting it consume you. It means understanding that setbacks and failures are temporary, not permanent. It means recognizing that your emotions are valid, but they should not control your actions. Strong women feel pain, but they do not let it stop them. They acknowledge disappointment, but they do not dwell on it. They experience fear, but they do not let it paralyze them. Resilience is built through hardship. You do not become mentally strong by living an easy, comfortable life. You become strong by facing difficulties, overcoming obstacles, and proving to yourself that you can survive anything. Every time you go through a tough situation and come out stronger, you build mental toughness. Every time you refuse to break under pressure, you increase your emotional strength. If you want to be unshakable, you need to stop playing the victim. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop blaming others for your problems. Life is not fair, and people will not always treat you the way you deserve. But dwelling on these things will not change anything. What will change your life is taking control of your mindset. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, how can I grow from this? Instead of breaking down when things go wrong, train yourself to adapt, adjust, and keep moving forward. Another key part of emotional strength is learning to detach from negativity. Not every insult deserves a reaction. Not every criticism needs to be taken personally. Not everyone's opinion about you matters. Weak women waste energy getting upset over things they cannot control. Strong women understand that their energy is precious and they do not give it away to things that do not serve them. If you want to be unstoppable, you must develop the kind of strength that cannot be broken by disappointments, failures, or other people's opinions. You must be the kind of woman who can walk through the storm without falling apart. Because in the end, your mind and your emotions are your greatest weapons if you learn to control them, No one and nothing will ever have power over you. There is one thing every woman needs to understand. It is this. You must be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Independence is not just about financial stability, it is about having the skills, confidence, and mindset to take care of yourself in every aspect of life. Relying on others, whether it's a partner, family, or friends for your survival and well-being, is a dangerous game. Because the moment they leave, the moment they change, or the moment they stop supporting you, you are left with nothing. A strong woman does not depend on someone else to provide for her. She does not sit around waiting for a man, her parents, or society to hand her opportunities. She creates her own path. She earns her own money, makes her own decisions, and builds a life that is not controlled by anyone but herself. Financial independence is crucial. Too many women stay in toxic relationships or miserable situations because they cannot afford to leave. They feel trapped because they depend on someone else for their livelihood. This is why making your own money is one of the most powerful things you can do. It gives you freedom. It gives you choices. It allows you to walk away from anything that no longer serves you without fearing where your next meal will come from. You don't need to be a millionaire, but you do need to know how to survive without relying on someone else's bank account. But independence goes beyond finances. It also means being emotionally and mentally self-sufficient. A woman who constantly needs validation from others to feel worthy is not independent, she is fragile. A woman who cannot function without someone else telling her what to do is not independent, she is lost. You must learn to trust yourself, make your own decisions, and stand firm in your beliefs, even when no one else supports you. Being independent also means knowing how to take care of yourself. Can you handle basic life skills? Can you fix small problems without always calling someone for help? Can you travel alone, make decisions alone, and be comfortable in your own company? A truly independent woman is not afraid of being alone because she knows she is capable of handling her own life. Independence also means setting standards and never lowering them out of fear of being alone. Some women settle for bad relationships, bad jobs, and bad friendships because they are scared of standing on their own. But a woman who values her independence knows that she would rather be alone than be with someone who disrespects her. She would rather work hard to build her dreams than settle for a life of mediocrity. At the end of the day, no one can take away your independence unless you allow them to. You must develop the mindset that says, no matter what happens, I can take care of myself. Because the strongest women are not the ones who depend on others to survive, they are the ones who know they will be just fine, no matter who stays or who leaves. Too many women have been conditioned to stay quiet, to be agreeable, and to avoid confrontation. They are taught to be polite, to not challenge authority, and to not make a scene. As a result, they silence themselves in situations where they should be speaking up. They allow others to interrupt them, dismiss their ideas, and make decisions on their behalf. They shrink themselves in conversations, in boardrooms, in relationships, and in life. But the truth is, if you do not speak up, no one will hear you. If you do not own your space, the world will overlook you. A strong woman is not afraid to use her voice. She does not hesitate to express her thoughts, ask for what she wants, or challenge opinions that do not align with her values. She understands that her voice matters and she refuses to let fear keep her silent. Whether it is at work, in her personal life, or in society, she asserts herself with confidence. She does not whisper her ideas, she states them boldly. She does not wait for permission to be heard, she takes the floor and commands attention. Why is speaking up so important? Because silence often equals powerlessness. If you allow people to talk over you, they will. If you let others make decisions for you, they will. If you do not demand respect, people will assume they can disrespect you. Your voice is your power. The more you use it, the more influence you have over your own life and the world around you. Owning your space is about more than just speaking up, it is about carrying yourself with confidence. It is about walking into a room and believing that you belong there. Too many women make themselves small. They sit quietly in meetings, they hesitate to share their opinions, and they avoid drawing attention to themselves. But strong women take up space unapologetically. They walk with their heads held high, they stand tall, and they move with purpose. This does not mean being loud for the sake of being loud. It means communicating with strength and clarity. It means learning to say no without guilt, to say I deserve this without hesitation, and to say I disagree without fear. It means refusing to let anyone make you feel inferior or unworthy. Owning your space also means setting boundaries in conversations. Do not let people interrupt you. Do not let others dismiss your opinions. If someone talks over you, reclaim the floor. If someone disrespects you, call it out. If you have something valuable to say it with confidence. The more you practice asserting yourself, the more natural it will come. Many women fear speaking up because they worry about being labeled as too aggressive, too opinionated, or too much. But here's the truth, people will always have something to say no matter what you do. If you stay quiet, they will ignore you. If you speak up, they might criticize you, but at least they will hear you. And in the long run, respect is far more valuable than approval. So take up space. Speak your mind. Be firm in your words. Do not let anyone silence you. Because the moment you start using your voice with confidence, the world will have no choice but to listen. That one of the greatest mistakes a woman can make is settling for a life that is less than she deserves, for relationships that do not fulfill her, for jobs that drain her soul, or for situations that make her unhappy. Too many women accept the bare minimum and convince themselves that it is enough. They stay in places where they are undervalued, unappreciated, and overlooked because they fear that wanting more is selfish or unrealistic. But settling is not a sign of humility, it is a sign of self-betrayal. A strong woman refuses to settle because she knows her worth. She understands that she has the power to shape her own life, and she will not allow fear, self-doubt, or societal expectations to force her into mediocrity. She is willing to wait, to work, and to fight for what she truly wants instead of accepting whatever is convenient or easy. Settling in relationships is one of the biggest traps. Too many women stay in relationships that do not serve them simply because they fear being alone. They tolerate disrespect, inconsistency, and lack of effort because they believe that something is better than nothing. But a strong woman does not operate from a place of desperation. She does not beg for love, attention, or commitment. She does not tolerate half-hearted efforts, mixed signals, or emotional unavailability. She understands that being alone is better than being with someone who does not value her. A woman who refuses to settle in relationships sets high standards not because she is too picky or too demanding, but because she knows what she brings to the table. She does not lower her expectations to accommodate people who refuse to rise to them. She does not cling to toxic relationships out of fear that she will not find someone better. She walks away from situations that do not meet her needs, confident that she will attract what she truly deserves. Settling in career and ambitions is another major mistake. Many women stay in jobs they hate because they fear uncertainty. They accept low salaries because they do not want to negotiate. They hold back from chasing their dreams because they are afraid of failure. But a strong woman does not let fear dictate her future. She does not settle for a paycheck when she knows she is capable of more. She does not remain in a position where she is underappreciated and overworked. She takes risks, pushes herself, and refuses to accept mediocrity. A woman who refuses to settle in her career knows that she deserves respect, fair compensation, and opportunities for growth. If she is not getting what she deserves, she looks for something better. She invests in herself, builds her skills, and puts herself in environments that challenge and elevate her. She does not let comfort keep her from reaching her full potential. Settling in life means accepting less than what you are capable of achieving. It means allowing fear, doubt, and external pressure to dictate your choices. But life is too short to live in a regret. A strong woman understands that discomfort is temporary, but settling is permanent. She is willing to put in the effort to create the life she wants, even if it means making difficult decisions. Refusing to settle requires courage. It means walking away from things that no longer serve you, even when it is hard. It means believing in your own worth, even when others try to convince you to accept less. It means holding yourself to a higher standard and refusing to compromise your values, your happiness, and your dreams. At the end of the day, becoming a strong woman is a choice. It is a commitment to yourself, to your growth, your happiness, and your success. No one is going to hand you the life you want. No one is going to magically respect you, value you, or give you opportunities unless you demand it. You have to take control. You have to step up, speak up, and show up for yourself every single day. Strength is not about being aggressive or cold. It is about knowing your worth and refusing to accept anything less. It is about standing firm in your beliefs, pushing through challenges, and never settling for mediocrity. It is about carrying yourself with confidence, setting boundaries without guilt, and pursuing your goals with relentless determination. Stop waiting for permission to be bold. Stop playing small to make others comfortable. Stop living by the limitations that society, family, or your own fears have placed on you. You are capable of so much more than you think, but you will never know your true power until you step into it fully. So make the choice today. Stop being soft. Stop being afraid. Stop holding yourself back. Own your power, stand your ground, and create the life you truly deserve.